is Susie Jacobs. I am a home baker based in League City, Texas, and my business is called Susie Makes. I make cakes and cookies and all kinds of yummy goodies for my customers. And in my spare time for fun, I like to compete in cake and cookie competitions. I first started competing in 2018 at That Takes the Cake in Round Rock, Texas. And it was an amazing experience. I started off as a beginner and I was really scared. I didn't know what I was doing, but I just got brave and took the plunge and went for it. And I don't regret it one bit. Ever since then, I got the competition bug and I went back to Round Rock. I went to other competitions in Atlanta, SoFlo, went to CookieCon. I participated in online competitions as well on Instagram. Cake Masters had one, Simi Cakes, all kinds of competitions. And then, of course, Julia Usher's competition as well, which is what I'm really here to talk to you about today, especially if you're a beginner, because starting off as a beginner can be tough. It can be a little daunting, and you just do need to get a little brave about it. So I'm here to encourage you. Do it. It is worth it. How did I overcome my fears? Well, I'm an overthinker. So what I do is I read the rules like 1,000 times, make sure that I'm following the rules, make sure I know what's expected of me, make sure I know what I have to do. And that kind of gives me a little bit of a sense of security. Okay, this is what I need to do. And it helps me break down my tasks and helps me be a little braver. Now, as far as Julia's competition goes, one of the best parts about it is the feedback. If you are a beginner, you're still growing your skills, don't be afraid to compete. Don't think, oh, I'm not good enough. Think of this as a learning opportunity. And hey, maybe you really are good enough. But truly, the feedback that you get from Julia is like no other. As I mentioned before, I have competed in a lot of different competitions, and Julia takes the time to not only tell you what you did wrong, but tell you how you could have fixed it. Tell you what you did well as well. She will compliment the good things that you did, and she will help you learn how to grow, how to improve your skills as a cookie artist. And honestly, that's a very rare thing. And I think that's one of the things that makes Julia's competition a really good one to make your first competition. Plus, with the virtual format, it might seem like a lot. It kind of seemed like a lot to me when I first did it, with all the pictures that you have to take and making sure that you have everything before you submit. It can seem daunting, but it really isn't. You really just need to make sure that you follow all the steps, all the rules, and follow it like a checklist, and then it's okay. It's really not that bad. And all you're doing is putting this thing that you created, this thing that you loved, that you had this idea in your head, and you're putting out there for the world to see. And that is so rewarding. Now, another thing I will mention is that Julia's competition has some of the best prizes that I have seen in any competition. So if nothing else, it's worth it for that. But truly, I think the feedback is far, far greater. Win or lose, it doesn't matter. You get such incredible feedback. Julia is so approachable and easy to talk to. If you have any questions, she's extremely responsive and she will answer your questions pretty quickly, even though I know she's busy, which is awesome. So I really, really do encourage you to enter the competition this year. Don't worry about being a beginner. Don't worry about not having master skills yet. This is an opportunity for you to develop those skills. One of the things that I really like doing in competitions is trying something I've never tried before. I feel like it's an opportunity to make something that my customers aren't going to ask me for, try a technique that maybe nobody wants to pay you for that, but you saw somebody do it on Instagram, or you learned about it from a class and you really, really want to try to do it. And so just go for it. I don't only make entries with techniques that I know I'm good at, techniques that I'm comfortable with. I am always trying to push myself out of my comfort zone. So whether you are a beginner, intermediate, advanced, master, it doesn't matter what level you're at. The point of a competition is to continuously push yourself and jump out of that comfort zone. So yeah, it can be a little scary, but I assure you that it is worth it every time. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.